Hey guys, it's me Samzi and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today we are back on Hypixel and we're going to be doing some Hypixel Skywars, as you can see. But you know what, I'm not just doing a regular Skywars video. I'm actually going to be talking about some crazy work stories that I have. So I've been working since I was 15, so over the years I have encountered some really interesting customers, let's say. So the first customer I'm going to be talking about was a customer who stole a bag of chips. And you were probably thinking, like, was it just like a 12-year-old boy, or like, I don't know, like just a young kid who just took it? And honestly, no, it wasn't. It was someone that was in like their late 20s, early 30s, and yeah, they stole a bag of chips after purchasing something, which really confused me because they bought a crap ton of stuff. And the one thing they ended up stealing was a bag of chips. And you guys are probably like, oh, it must have been an accident. There's no way that could have happened. Oh, but it did. So anyways, what happened was I was sitting at the self-checkout because that's where I was working. So I was just looking over and I saw a cashier, like one of the cashiers that was working with me. He was cashing out the people who stole the bag of chips. So he cashed them all out, and at the end of the transaction, after they were done, he was like, they were given the receipt from the guy, and they took the receipt, ran back in the store, grabbed a bag of chips, and walked out with it. And I was like, did they pay for it? I just assumed that maybe he just put in the product number and that he charged them for it, and then after they just ran and got the bag of chips. And he's like, no, they just randomly got the chips and walked out. So my manager that was working with us, who was working like customer service, ran out, and she's about the size of me, so it probably wasn't a good idea for her to run out because, like, what was she gonna do anyways? But we just let her run out, and she came back and said that if they returned the bag of chips, she wouldn't call the police, and they just said, I don't care, closed the car door, and drove off. Like, out of all things to be charged for, this person is gonna get charged for stealing a bag of chips. I mean, I'm sure they'll get off, like, they would have got off with a warning unless they did it before, but imagine if they actually went to jail for that, because, I mean, technically it's theft, and they could have gone to jail for that. So, like, imagine being in jail and, like, all these murderers are like, yo, what are you in for? And they're like, I stole a bag of chips. Like, oh my god, there's just the whole story and the whole situation was stupid because out of all the things that they had, they stole a freaking bag of chips. Now you guys are probably thinking, that's probably the craziest story I have in my sleeve, but honestly, oh, you guys are you're just hearing the start of it, man. Alright, so the next story, I was also working self-checkout. I don't know why, but whenever crazy stuff happens, I'm working self-checkout. So I was working self-checkout, and when you work self-checkout, you're really close to the customer service desk, so if nothing's going on, you kind of just listen to what's going on over there. So anyways, I was just standing there, and I heard that this customer was trying to pay with a picture of a credit card. So they didn't have the card physically with them, and they wanted to purchase something with a picture of a credit card. Like, what? I'm sorry? Anyways, so the the person working customer service was like, you can't do that. And they're like, yeah, we can. And she's like, no, you really can't. And that caused a whole, like, argument of just arguing back and forth whether they can and can't. And then she ended up calling down a manager to help her out. But yeah, that was like such a crazy situation because I have never heard of anyone purchasing anything with a picture of a credit card. Like, that literally seems so sketchy to me, and I don't know why they thought they could do that. I don't know if there's a store that allows that, but our store for sure doesn't allow it. I don't know why they thought that would be okay and why they argued about it after, because, like, if something's not allowed, we're not just gonna be like, you know what? Just for you, we'll do it. Like, no, we literally can't. So that situation was really stupid as well, but you guys are probably like, alright, that's it. There can't be anything dumber than that. No, no, no. Don't worry. Don't you worry. You're in for a treat. Alright, so this last story is probably by far the craziest story that has went down in this store I work at. Thankfully I didn't have to experience it, but this is actually a story that was told by my friend, because she was right there, like right up front for this show, man. So basically she was working cash and she had just checked out two customers. I think it was like a man and a younger boy, and he wasn't like a young boy, like he was probably like at least 15, I think she said, like 15 to 20, I don't know what age, but he was like a young adult, I guess you could say. So I don't know, like roughly around that age gap. I'm not sure which one. I think it was closer to 20 though, actually. But anyways, after they checked out, the customer was standing. So there's two doors after you're about to leave, like two sliding doors that open. One opens first, and then there's like a little area, and then the second door opens. So they went through the first door, and then they were just standing there for some reason. The younger boy pulled down his pants and took a took a crap right in the middle of the floor, like right in front of her. And she was just sitting there like, what? Like, she literally can't do anything. And I don't think she wanted to do anything in that situation. So she was just sitting there and just watched this kid, like, literally crap on the floor. So after that whole situation happened, his dad, I think, or whatever significance the guy had, came in, like the older man, and was like, can I have a bag? Got a bag, picked up the poo, and just walked out like it was nothing. So I don't know. I don't know the whole story, but that's what I was told, and that was probably a really weird thing to experience for my friend, at least. If you guys enjoyed this type of storytime video, I really enjoy telling these stories. I don't know why, I find amusement with telling these stories that I've experienced or others have experienced, because, you know, they're quite funny stories. You don't really think stuff like that would happen, but they do. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay cute, and I will see you all next time. Also guys, make sure to ask questions for my Q&A. My next video will be my first facecam video, and it's going to be answering my Q&A questions. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!